Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the TheCandidCamperr, and this is TheCandidCamper's trailer reactions. And today I got the boys. We got UFC Card Fiend, we got X-Rod TV, and we got Tones TV, and we're gonna watch the Avengers. We're gonna watch the Avengers trailer. We're gonna talk a little Marvel today. Cool.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Yep. How
Bro,
y'all doing?
question for you before we get
Fantastic. Yeah.
started. Before we get started, question for Camper. When you first saw like Iron Man, Captain America, did you initially think everything was going to be an Avengers and like that was their main goal is to get the Avengers into one movie?
Not at all.
No, he didn't think that.
No.
I
I
know
thought it was
X
gonna
did.
be all its own. I thought it was gonna be its own thing. And the only reason why I say that is because the way the different like not all the same studios owned all those rights. So it's just them kind of throwing out the movies. And we kind of saw that over the years too, where nothing really tied into each other. So I never really thought like Spider-Man was his own thing. Who else? The X-Men had their own little section of their pieces. Fantastic Four was their own thing. So I never really thought of them putting them all together.
Yeah,
But you guys,
it was very like I didn't know what the Avengers were because I wasn't too deep into what Marvel was, especially back then. But I think it was my brother who was explaining to me because he read the comics. Dude, I was excited for it. I couldn't wait. And then once it came out, I was like, "Fuck yes, dude! This is the best ever, best thing ever."
right up your alley. Yeah. What about you guys?
Same kind of. My best friend grew up with comics and Marvel, and he's all about it. So he's always kind of filled me in with stuff, and but when it first started, same. I was just kind of like taking it one at a time, just being grateful that there was something at least out. They kind of came out of nowhere. What was the very first one? Iron
Iron
Man?
Man, yeah.
Iron
Nope.
Man,
Nope. Oh,
No.
you're
Hulk,
wrong. The
Hulk.
What was
Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton
incredible?
Jr.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh
but
yeah, and I
yeah,
remember
but
thinking that one was a little weird.
And the
But
only reason why it was confirmed is because at the end they talked about the Avengers Initiative in that
wow,
scene.
See, I don't remember that because I don't remember watching the movie because it fucking sucked.
It was bad,
I,
but
I remember watching it again and liking it more, like
It
a
was
couple
better.
years ago.
Edward Norton was. I just like Edward Norton in general.
Exactly,
I think he's
exactly.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Wasn't his fault. What about you, X? How you feeling?
well, I see like back then I knew it was coming. Something was coming because they brought the general into it. I think they showed a quick second of Robert Downey Jr. in Hulk,
is it
and
the same? Is it the same general that was in that movie?
mhm.
Oh, okay.
But I
Pretty
actually
much
think
everybody was the same except for the Hulk, right?
Except for the Hulk, yeah.
that guy that played the general, I think he passed away recently. He was supposed to play Red Hulk, at least voice him in a future movie, but now because he passed on, I think it's now what's his name, uh, Han Solo, which is Harrison Ford.
Harrison,
Yeah,
Wow.
but yeah, dude,
Isn't
when I
question
saw
of the
that when
time.
I was younger, I obviously wanted like the X-Men, Fantastic Four because those movies had already come out, and I was into comic books at the time, but it wasn't like now. But yeah, when
Yeah.
I knew that shit was coming.
So, because that would be what was it, General Ross?
Yep.
Yeah, he was the Red Hulk. So, what storyline would they go with then? That's what they like. You're saying future. What do we? Where are we going? That's the thing. Like we're so far in this weird where we can if we're gonna pick a route, we have to go that route. You can't skip around.
So they weren't going to confirm it, but he was supposed to appear in Thunderbolts, which was
Yeah.
the next phase of Marvel. Um, and because how She Hulk went, how oh Bruce Banner's blood fell into his cousin and she got Hulk powers. He was supposed to take Hulk's
It's so,
blood from that scene
it sounds so weird when you put it like that, bro.
because it was stupid. It was so stupid.
I
But
know, but going back and thinking it, I was like, holy fuck,
Well,
dude.
what
I was
about Brave New
no,
World? Is that still happening?
that's still happening.
yeah.
So Red Hulk should be in Brave New World, right?
Probably not because they're.
Wow.
I
Okay.
think with Captain America, but being Falcon, I think they're trying to keep him more grounded and not out of his league because he's not a super soldier. He's still a human. As
Okay.
where Chris Evans, Captain America, Steve Rogers was a super soldier. He had powers. He fought Thanos barehanded. So,
Well, you don't need to have powers to be famous.
yeah.
Hey, let's hear what the budget was for this Avengers movie, by the way.
Yeah, so Avengers, for the first Avengers, you're looking at anywhere from 356 to 400 million dollars.
Jeez.
And I think most of that's because of the cast. But even though the cast wasn't, they were still big, but not as big. You're looking at Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, Robert Downey Jr., Jeremy Renner, your boy Tones, Samuel L. Jackson, Tom Hiddleston, Gwyneth Paltrow, Kobe Smulders, and the best one, best actor in all of the world, Stan Lee was in it. But they made $1.5 billion off this movie.
They had no question of making that much money. Like that wasn't a problem for them. Like they knew it was gonna make that much money. So them putting that much money for the budget makes sense.
Yeah,
and
I think
thing to me is,
I went to them. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say the crazy thing to me is that the director they chose, I don't like at all. Josh Whedon, I can't stand.
What else did he make?
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
What else did
he made the shitty Justice League.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Yeah, that's that guy. I did not like him as a director at all. But at that time, that has to be his peak film, because there's nothing else I would say on that level of greatness that continued on.
Yeah, I don't really know what else he made. Interesting. I think for 2000, this came out in 2012, by the way. In 2012, we didn't really have much as far as those single movies that we were getting. So once they said, hey, we're going to actually create one by one, and then we're going to create this big universe and put them in there, I thought that was genius, and it was something that I was hoping was going to go well. I think that they did it right by releasing each individual superhero movies, the main superheroes. I know that some people got their movies a little bit later into it, which I'm okay with. Jeremy Renner's the best actor in the world. Like, his character is the coolest out of all of them. Scarlett Johansson has the most powers out of every superhero that we
Jeremy
need.
Renner not even got a movie; he got a TV show.
You guys, you're right.
Honestly, I didn't even watch it.
I didn't either.
You know what? If you want to go storyline, if you just want to watch it as a show, all right. But if you want to know the storyline, you kind of have to, because they talk about Daredevil. They bring in the Kingpin. There is talk of them in it. So,
Daredevil was so good. I love Daredevil.
So good.
That was so
It
good.
was.
Jessica Jones was good. That whole little time frame that they had, they're putting out gold. And
there's only one of those shows that I did not like. I could not stand it.
Was it Fury or whatever it is?
Iron Fist.
Fury? Iron Fist. That's it.
Iron Fist.
What? Really?
I did not like Iron Fist at all. Well,
Actually,
I wouldn't say I didn't like it. It was just I didn't like the actor. I feel like they could have picked somebody better.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I was like, you guys could have done better here, but it wasn't bad. But I hope that Marvel does find a way to bring Iron Fist back in. Maybe not that actor, somebody else.
Well, we still have that. They could still use that storyline for like all those characters with Spider-Man if they wanted to.
I think they're going to, because I know John Bernthal is supposed to come back as Punisher.
Wow, that's awesome.
That'd be
I
cool.
love John Bernthal.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah,
He's
that'd
great.
be real cool. Because Luke Cage and Spider-Man had a lot of stuff, a lot of beef. So I think that'd be cool too.
Yeah, there's a lot between them in the comic books for sure. So there's a lot of storyline there. And I even think Spider-Man and Jessica Jones hook up at one point when she's in her white.
Damn slut.
Yeah.
Slut. She's getting it. She's getting that Spider-Man. Do you think we would ever see Ghost Rider come back, and would it be Nicolas Cage?
Please let it be Nick.
Right?
I hope we are getting a variant Nicolas Cage in something. Give me Deadpool, Kang Dynasty. Give me something. Secret Wars. I'm in. Bring him back.
He needs to be like a superhero.
Heck yeah.
Like, even if you erased his past as Ghost Rider, like, you can bring him in as something.
Yeah,
I don't know. That'd be awesome. I mean, you
I
give
think he would
some
play a
people
great
two
villain
roles.
too. If you wanted to go,
Oh, yeah.
I told Tony this. If you wanted to bring in, we were talking about like Will Smith maybe coming into the Marvel as a big actor, but I was like, Will Smith could play Doom in a way. You could kind of switch
That'd
that
be
up
cool.
a little bit. But I
Mhm.
also think Nicolas Cage could do a good Doom as well. Maybe like
Yeah.
a old broken down Doom. He comes in and just starts wrecking shit because Doom is extremely powerful in many timelines. So
What
I
if he
think
comes in as Castor Troy? I'm Castor Troy. Toad's like, oh, dude, I don't watch movies with Nicolas Cage. I don't know what he's talking about. The only movie I like is Season of the Witch.
That is.
I was like National Treasure.
Yeah, right. No, I had to dig deep. I had to dig deep. No, what's the one where he's the wizard? It's the Disney movie. It has to do with
The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Fantasia. Yeah, there you go. That's your fucking movie right there.
Hell yeah, dude.
With your boy Hiccup.
You already know.
All right, let's watch this damn trailer. Let's see. Marvel's Avengers 2012. Let's see if this thing holds up and if it would have brought us into the theater. I'm excited. I feel like I've seen this, but I don't remember it, which is cool.
I've for sure seen this.
You were made to be ruled. In the end, it'll be every man for himself.
What a great trailer for an actor.
That must have been a shitload of money right there.
What do we do? We get ready.
I like seeing Nick Fury and the other guy. What's his name? Him.
There was an idea.
No, not him. The dude who put his finger
A
out.
group of remarkable people.
Agent Hulk.
So when we needed them, they could fight the battles that we never could. Gentlemen, what are you prepared to do? No offense, but I don't play well with others.
Big man in a suit of armor. Take that away. What are you? Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
All rights go to
If we can't protect the Earth,
whoever's saying this.
damn sure we'll avenge it.
Can't remember the name of the band.
I'm gonna go watch it right now.
I know.
Parallel. And I'm a huge fan of the way you lose control and turn into an enormous green rage monster.
So I'm gonna say this.
Fucking
I'm gonna say this real quick. If we didn't know what was to come after this, they could have also used this trailer, in my opinion, for Civil War. Because they kind of made it seem like they were kind of against each other there for a minute.
Right there, yeah.
So yeah,
I agree with you. And real quick, that was 9 Inch Nails. Just wanted to throw that out there. So people are going to be in the comments. All one of you are going to be like, "It's fucking 9 Inch Nails, dude. How do you not know that, bro?" Well, all rights to 9 Inch Nails for the fucking song. What do you guys think? Throw some stuff at me. What do you think of the trailer?
I thought it was good, bro. I mean, no one else is gonna answer.
I was letting somebody else because I can go on a tangent about it.
Yeah, go
No,
for it.
the movie was good, bro. Or the trailer's good. Like I said, dude, those kind of movies are right up my alley. So that will bring me in. It holds up. It's those trailers that we get where it's like the Alien trailer that we watched that like almost had to do nothing with the movie, but that showed you like we're gonna be getting action and good storyline with everyone in it, all the Avengers. Like that's what we were looking for, and that's what we got in that trailer. So, of course, it holds up for sure.
Sweet. UFC Car Fiend, how you feeling about it?
I think it's definitely, one of those blockbuster trailers where like I'm I'm sold and ready to watch it again. And I forgot a few things, and just watching it kind of made me go back real quick. I feel like I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it definitely holds up.
There you go. Hell
I don't have too much to say. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those where it's fucking explosions in your face. Like you said, it's a
Yeah.
blockbuster. It's that blockbuster,
Pause.
typical blockbuster.
It's a Michael Bay film.
There you go. Oh, you funny dog. Extra, what do you
At
think?
first, you can like in that trailer, you can almost think it's like a Transformers trailer, bro. Like
has
at
that.
first with all the cars, all that shit.
That first line, "You were meant to be ruled."
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, yeah.
You were meant to be ruled.
Yeah, no, for me it still holds up. Like I'll go maybe some popcorn right now and sit in my beanbag chair and watch the whole movie over again. That's the thing. Like it was the trailer. Obviously, I was already in. I knew they were coming out with it, I was hooked. And what you said, 2012, this came out. I was 14. I was a sophomore in high school when this movie came out. So I remember going to see it and I loved it. So yeah, the trailer for me still holds up. I'm ready to watch that shit right now.
Yeah, and I agree with everybody here. It holds up for me too. I think it was very basic of a trailer, but that's all they needed. They just need to show everybody that's going to be in it. They need to show their suits and their outfits, and they need to show some explosions, and they need to show who they're going to be fighting against. And that's exactly what they did. They gave us enough premise behind it, and I think most people kind of knew it's going to be a superhero movie. Yeah. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And then having that much talent and watching the old movies, you know that it's just going to be jam packed. So I thought they did a great job. They didn't overdo it. They didn't give us too much, but they didn't give us nothing to be sad about. So yeah, it holds up for me, and it would have brought me in the theater for sure.
I do love how they only use like 2 to 3 seconds of Tom as Loki, and like you obviously we know he's the villain, but you might not really understand that because it shows so much conflict between each other at the time, but that's also like kind of the point that brought them together as the team, because they have these different views on how to protect the world.
And I'm gonna ask you guys all a question before we get out. Out of all those characters, out of the Avengers and villains, everybody that's in this movie, who do you think plays the part the best through that movie? Who's your favorite? I think I know Tones already.
Yeah,
You go first.
it's not even. I mean, you can argue Chris Evans, but it's Iron Man. It's Robert Downey Jr.
RDJ.
It's literally like his acting in that as him cannot be replicated by anyone. It's almost like he's being himself, but acting at the same time. And you kind of have to have that personality to get
Pull
that
it off.
Yeah, to get that point across. But yeah, it's for sure Robert Downey Jr.
Shoot,
I completely agree, bro. Yeah.
Robert
I'm actually gonna tell you someone different. I'm gonna say Samuel L. Jackson. Because, bro, he plays the part of Nick Fury the absolute best. I mean, he has to be a hard ass, but he also has to be a leader. And even when you know you're not the leader of the Avengers, he plays the leader of SHIELD. Fantastic. I mean,
yeah,
Captain America: Winter Soldier is one of my favorite films out of the whole Marvel franchise, and Nick Fury in that is fantastic. And I just think they couldn't have picked anybody better in that role for me.
he really shined in that movie. By the way, like that was, even though he was in this one, he really like came out more, and you're like, oh shit, this is Nick Fury.
Yeah.
What were we gonna say, Tones?
No, I'm looking it up right now, and I don't know if I'm just not searching it correctly, but did Mark Ruffalo not get his own movie?
No,
He did not. He's the only one that did not.
But She-Hulk got her own fucking show?
He was in it, dude. It counts. Which I thought they were gonna do, like, send Hulk to space and all that, but
I mean they did, just in Thor
but
Ragnarok,
not in his own fucking film.
Bro.
Who's seen Ragnarok? Who watches that shit?
Best Thor film.
And see, I'm gonna go something different. I'm gonna go with Tom. I think Loki is just a fucking awesome character, and the progression of Loki throughout everything through all the Thor films and all that. I think he just plays the part really well.
Tom
And then a
Holland?
little, what's that?
What's his last name?
Hiddleston.
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 Okay.
Yeah. And then a little shout out to
Card.
Gwyneth Paltrow, by the way. We got to shout her out because she played the girlfriend really, really
Okay,
well.
wait. Can I tell you something about her in these films?
Yeah, go for it.
Do you know that she had no idea that she was in any of these movies?
What do you mean? She just shows up, right?
She just shows up and reads the script, reads her lines, and is done. She didn't know that they were actually like the Marvel movies until like later on, and even all the way up until they made Spider-Man. And she was like, I wasn't really sure what was happening, but because she doesn't, she has like 2 lines in it.
Yeah, and
She's
that's
like,
why you
I'm
got
just doing
paid
it.
nothing.
That's wild.
Way to go.
That's
Should've
awesome.
Negotiated that contract, lady. But yeah, those are good. My 2. I think Tom Hiddleston's just a beast, and he knows how to play the trickster and the serious role, also having the compassion when needed, but also able to turn it off. Like his acting is just phenomenal. I think Chris Hemsworth's probably the worst out of all of them. Just throwing that out there. I just don't like his style of Thor. I don't like. Maybe it's the writing. Maybe the way they're writing.
It's the writing.
Yeah.
It's the writing. So for me,
yeah.
Thor. Sorry, Tony.
No, you're good.
The first Thor movie was good, and I mean good enough to where he was a jackass in the beginning of it. Why they bleached blonde him, I have no idea. That shit was dumb, but great arc going from a dumbass to the hero you're supposed to be, even though you're 1,500 years old. You should have kind of already figured that out a long time ago, but it's okay. To go into Thor Dark World and having that serious mindset, like I'm in love, but I know my duties. This is what I have to do. Then to Ragnarok, because he's now in despair. He's losing everything. He's got to come back and be the hero. To what in the actual fuck is Love and Thunder?
Yeah.
They
honestly, I didn't even see Love and Thunder.
It was horrible.
That's why I didn't see it. I heard.
Yeah, I don't think I saw it either.
So disappointed.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna wrap this up here. Unless anyone else wants to say anything about any of this. How we feeling? Feeling good?
Good.
All right.
Good.
Tones, if you want to kick us off, where can they find you?
Yeah, you guys can find me at Tones_TV on all platforms. Make sure you guys go follow my TikTok, Tones_TV. We do House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones stuff. If you want to follow my YouTube, Bad Thought Studios on YouTube. We do TV show, movie, trailer reactions, breakdown, stuff like that. Bad Thought Studio, and go get go follow our podcast, Bad Thoughts Podcast.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
Probably.
Who wants to go next?
You can find me YouTube, Instagram. You should also go to my eBay and maybe buy some cards, some UFC cards if you like that stuff. You know what I'm saying? UFC_card_fiend. But yeah, also go watch my videos on YouTube. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Go watch his videos, like and subscribe. Extra, where can they find you?
On all socials, Xrod TV, Xrod_TV. We're going to be going live on Twitch pretty soon here, and I'm going to start uploading videos to YouTube as well. We're going to get back into all that. So, and Tones TV will be joining me because he owes me his life.
If he goes on Twitch and starts streaming again, I will fucking throw a party, dude. That never gonna happen.
Y'all heard it here, and then we'll live stream that party. That's not gonna happen. Y'all invited. All right. Y'all can find me here on my channel, The Candid Camper, trailer reactions, Candid Camper right below. You can find me over on Instagram, The Candid Camper with an extra R, and you can find me The Candid Camper over on Bad Thoughts Podcast with Tones TV. Cool. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to watch more episodes, you can find them down below in the playlist. If you want to come on the show, just let me know. And if you want us to do a certain movie trailer, just let us know. Awesome. Have a good night.